What's going on? Mike Neumann here with Natural Bodybuilding Radio. I'm live here at the 2011. It's the IFPA Pro International in conjunction with the WNBF KC Classic. Huge show, 160 competitors, 42 pros, and I think it's the deepest lineup so far this year in pro competitors that I've seen in the IFPA and the WNBF. A lot of big hitters here. You got big Ben Tennessen here, Valentina Zuga, Bruno Nunez, okay, Gungu's making his comeback out since he got his pro card, Chris Foz, Brady Smith. Line just keeps going on. So there's going to be some quality competition to this show. But I've been trying to get hold of this guy for 2 years now. Okay, this is the biggest, most high in demand that you guys want to see on the podcast and on my videos. I've been looking hold of him, but here he is, Big Ben Tennessen. Ben, what brings you here today? And I know you want to take home the trophy, but let's get first things first out of the way, because this is what I've really been wanting to ask you. You were a big hitter in the WNBF. I mean, a lot of guys switch over to the IFPA, but most of them aren't as well known as you. I mean, this year the Giant Killer crossed over. He wanted to do the NPC, but you decided, nobody even heard about it. You just kind of, one day I looked at the results of the IFPA for Universe, and there you were. You were the big winner last year. Mm-hmm. So what made you want to make that transition from the WNBF to the IFPA?
There was no big reason. After 07 Worlds, I just needed a break.
Yeah.
Took a few years off bodybuilding, had a kid, and I remained really good friends with the promoters for the BNBF, Big Young Guy Edison. They switched over to the IFPA, and just wanting to kind of compete with them. Yeah. That's the reason they changed.
Okay.
So that's.
Did you give the WNBF any notice? Did you say I'm switching over now, or did you just kind of just want to do what I feel like doing? Just show up.
I just wanted to. I wasn't going to come back and compete. But hanging out with them and watching some of their shows, they got involved in the sport. Okay. So I just felt like I wanted to compete with them. Yeah, so for a second there, you're just going to take some time to be a dad and take time away from the sport for a little bit? Yeah, I got a little kid. How old's your kid? 2.5. Oh, yeah. Almost 2.5.
Sweet. Mine's going to be 2 October 10th, so it's a fun thing. I was a little nervous at first, but now that I got it going on, it's really cool, and I'm glad it's, it's good. Being the dad is a cool thing. I'm not as nervous as I used to be, I would say so. So, what's your package like now compared to last year's Universe? Did you come in? Are you in tighter today, or what can the fans expect to see out of Big Ben Tennessen today?
I think it should be improved from the Universe. When I came back into the Universe, I was not up to par. The time that I took off, my training was real sporadic. Yeah. I mean, it was sometimes just twice a week I was training. Wow. So trying to get back into it, I was struggling. So I knew I was down in size. But after the Universe and obviously the win, that kind of sparked something. And training for the past year and a half has been really good. Wow. Yeah, really stuck to it. So hopefully I should be a bit, maybe a little bit bigger, fuller, and condition-wise, I'll be okay. I'm just here to qualify. Okay. The Yorton Worlds is the one that I'm after.
Yeah, we're 6 weeks off from the Yorton Cup today, right? So as long as you place in the top half of your class, which I don't think you should have a problem doing, you get that Yorton Cup in 6 weeks, then you can really dial it in then. Right. That's when they'll all come out of the woodworks.
That's the game plan.
Okay, well, there's a lot of conditioned freaks in your lineup today. Do you know if there's one class, or they break it up into 2 classes? Have you heard?
I have no idea.
Because I'm pretty sure with the lineup we have, should be 2 classes. Either way, you got a lot of conditioned freaks in your show. But maybe you can overcome it with your size today. Namely, Valentina Zuga. Have you looked at him and figured out what you might have to do to overcome the conditioning that he brings?
I don't even know who's here.
Oh, no?
No, I'm just, like I said, I'm just down here to qualify.
Showing up, hopefully you do your thing. Yeah, well, you got some big hitters. I'm going to name a few for you because I knew you were competing. I knew Valentina Zuga was competing. I knew Alberto Nunez was competing. But I didn't know about Robert Johnson. I just found out about him. You got OK Agungu making his pro debut. Not many people know him. He's from the Midwest. He's a promoter in the Midwest. But he's got small joints and he's got bodybuilding genetics, so if he can bring the mass game to the stage, he'll do good. Chris Foz is one of Lane Norton's guys. He was a freak 2 years ago. I can only imagine what he's done over the last couple of years and the gains he's going to make. So you got your work cut out for you, but you're still one of the favorites going in because of your track record. So so you want to qualify for the Yorton Cup, so you're going to stay active this year. And what have you seen the major differences are between the IFPA and the WNBF so far, if any?
IFPA is growing like crazy. Yeah. That's one thing that I've noticed.
Okay. It certainly is. The prize money's getting bigger.
Yeah.
As time goes on. Yeah. Okay, and what do you think about the IFPA? You got the flexibility to go to the NPC and to Team Universe, so you can do whatever other shows you want to do out there. So Do you think that kind of makes some athletes want to jump ship to the IFPA for that reason, or would there be other reasons involved?
It could. I guess it all depends on what they want to get out of the sport.
Yeah.
You know, every athlete's going to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
For me, that wasn't the main reason.
Yeah.
It was more or less just, you know, competing with friends.
Okay, well, good stuff. Yeah. Well, we're here at the Polygraph testing area at the Host Hotel, Spring Hill Suites in Overland, Kansas. So I just caught Ben come out of the Polygraph room. I've been trying to get a hold of him for 2 years. I seen his name on the list. So I figured I had to come down and meet this guy. Otherwise, I might never get a hold of him. But how did you do? Did you pass your polygraph test? You able to go on stage? Okay, good stuff. So you see Ben Tennessen on stage here pretty quick. Look for him. He's going to be up there somewhere. He's got his work cut out for him, but it's going to be a quality show. Biggest show in natural bodybuilding so far this year. Okay, deepest lineup, best quality competitors at the show that I've seen or heard of for that matter. So I'll get you guys, keep you guys posted on what goes on tonight at the Pro International. But until next time, you got Ben Tennessen and Mike Neumann. We're out of here. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Ben.
Thanks, man.
I'll see you today, man.